Welcome back to our kind of Jurassic World Park build. We've just finished this contract for Discovery for doing the avian pox vaccine and finished our Dimetrodon. Why don't we get a synth batch started before we put that guy on break? So, for the Dimetrodons, we have a modded skin. This is a Kenner-themed green and yellow skin, based, of course, on, well, the toy line. Just like most of the other skins that we've selected, so... This was the animal in the toy line that had the 01 stamp on its leg. So in the original Kenner toy line, the dinosaurs all had numbers, and they all kind of, like, the sequence of numbers was filled in. There were like a few gaps in the later part where the figures were canceled and never released. But for the most part, it was a nice linear sequence of numbers, which made it very, like, collectible, right? You had a built-in checklist. It was very cool. So that's kind of why we're doing Dimetrodon first. For the Lost World toy line, they skipped around to give it more of that Lost World vibe.
But when it comes to people,
his dialogue is too rambly. It's too long.
Don't make me regret that.
Okay, a bunch of intals. I guess we can just hatch most of these. Let me see if I actually put a population estimate on my sheet for Dimetrodon for fun. Because I did do some little thinking on this. 2. I put down 2. Are they even too social? I know why it's 2. Min-pop 3. I don't know why I wrote down 2. I guess because 2 is the only thing there was, like, direct evidence for. So there's a series of trading cards in the Kenner toy line that have very nice, distinctive art. They're very cool. They're very sought after these days because most of them were destroyed by the grubby fingers of children in the early 90s. But the Dimetrodon one, I think, shows 2. Actually, let's look this up. Because I'm treating like the card art is essentially canon, which is maybe silly, but there's one in that one. Oh, I think I classified it as 2 because there's 2 cards. Because there's also the die-cast, which has its own trading card. So there's that. I gotta find this. Now it's bugging me. Okay, so the 2 Dimetrodon collector cards, each of them depicts a single Dimetrodon in different situations. There's the original Dimetrodon figure, and then there's the die-cast, which has the same paint job. So if we wanted to, we could include all 4 of those as these green and spotted ones and do a batch of 4, which I think is what we will do. So again, figure, die-cast, trading card is the concept here. Then there's an unreleased orange hatchling. Now, there's not a really good skin to capture the orange hatchling vibe, but what we could do for that is do just a 2022 Dominion Dimetrodon. That's as orange as you can get on a Dimetrodon, and that Dominion skin specifically still works with this Kenner skin mod, which is a replacement mod. It is not a standalone mod, so it does replace the base game Dimetrodon skins, which does limit you a little bit in terms of what you can do with it. And then, yeah, we got Trike ready to get dug up, but we need more for that. We could do specialist facility upgrades or something we could think about doing here. Probably won't be that bad to grab another guy. Cheaper expeditions is okay, but 2 logistics is not really enough to make this viable. I guess 2 is okay, because 522 would be 9. $283 ain't too expensive either. I think I'm okay with that. 17 minutes for new candidates. Let's just do it. So yeah, we'll let's just hold here then. We'll do the specialist facility upgrade as soon as we get these dimes out. And then yeah, this is our dime enclosure. I don't think I introduced this. Kind of trapezoidal parallelogram-esque enclosure. I kind of just messed around. This is a holding pen. This is not the final enclosure for these guys. So there's also that angle of like, I don't want to dedicate too much time mucking about here. We just need to get, you know, some animals in the park so that we can get good enough ratings to get the monorail, and like 2 stars is where we really take off building stuff. And until then, we're really just trying to get our, you know, economy and research done. So we probably need some support stuff over here. Although apparently not yet. Without the Dimetrodon appeal draw, it's just the hotel here that's attracting people up this way. Rabies inoculations available. Okay, I mean, I guess that's useful. Why are the parasaurs just getting rabies a bunch? That's kind of weird. So that's gonna finish up the welfare specialist. Why don't we hold off on the hatchling, the skin based on the hatchling toy until we get alphas, and then we can do an alpha for the 5th Dimetrodon. I think that is probably the way to do it. So yeah, we need 12 genetics for group adaptation. Did not make any changes to that. We'll have 10. So I'll have 10, and then I can just do like staff upgrades, and we can get that. So that can be done fairly soon. We do want to keep an eye on the path capacity once we get these dimes out. Because, yeah, path capacity is still an issue. It is progressively getting better, but we're still, like, way under where we could be. So I think we need to use... Like, Coelophysis will be probably next. And, to that end, I think we need to pick somewhere to put the Coelophysis that can also, again, expand this. Maybe we put them, like, here, between these 2 tours. This would work. Especially for just a dedicated Coelophysis exhibit. Yeah, that could work. We put it, like, right here, and then we have, like, a viewing gallery here, and then we get some extra path like this. Either that, or we put it, like, back here, and we put, like, path going out this way. That would be more path. I don't know. Storm's coming in. Well, here's the nice-looking Kenner Dimetrodon. This is a very nicely done skin. Especially for, like, how kind of intricate this pattern is with, like, all these spots. Like, this came out really nice. Whoever made this. Mods will be in the description, of course, once I get the mod list actually, you know, finished and put together. It's not in the first video, but that's almost standard for me of never going to get done. Never going to get done in time for the first video, sometimes even the second one, that is. Alright, Storm coming in. Let's see what we got. Alright, immediately a fence break. Let's go ahead and also, before we forget... Uh-oh. What the... What's this? Why is this like that? This works. Wait, didn't we see this before in a park build where we had a mod that broke this? I think we did. I don't think I had an upgrade on that, because, yeah, I did leave, like, additional bays left on this from the start of the park build, but, like, this doesn't matter. This is just broken. Okay, I mean, like, the ranger upgrades are not a big deal. I'm just... Yeah, no, don't know what broke that. Oh, this is broke, too. That one matters a little bit more. Okay, this one's not broken. Unless it's... No, I don't think it'll work with, like, other upgrades or anything like that. I think it's just fucked. Well, whatever. The dime pen already broke. That's cool. Oh yeah, and these guys probably need a bunch of sand, right? Yes, which I haven't done yet, so... Okay, he's on the way. Anything else breaking? We got disease or damage to a parasaur. Get in there and fix that. We've got a breach. Ooh, I've never paused in the exact moment before. Look at that shit. That's pretty cool. Fireworks. I legitimately have never pulled that off. Especially on accident. Ooh, look at the wild lighting effects there. Fun. Well, anyway. And they're good. But we actually don't really need an alpha. I do like having alphas just literally for my own fun. It just feels right to me to always breed the alpha. That's a major. New research. Sure.
Teams interested in this particular.
Wait, what? Research barricade? Excuse me, what is this? Can you elaborate? What? My guess would be, yeah, it's a fence. Okay. This is worth knocking out. And then, yeah, probably not much else to do with what's available.
Item, and we can help them with the research.
The hurricane is starting to pass. Please resume your normal.
What was the other upgrades we get from this? Rather than go through every individual building, let's just actually go to the infrastructure tab. Control center stuff as well. So is that supposed to be visitor center? Because yeah, this is more control center, less innovation center, right? Nothing else. The different building sets occasionally takes a moment to like reparse what is what. And then are you guys concussed, major fracture? Well, that is annoying because that's triple injuries we got to treat. That's a lot of time spent. Okay. And we do need infrastructure over here. I assumed we would.
Transporting asset. Okay, let's check this objective off the list. Nice work.
All right, we have our logistics guy back. Maybe staff upgrades. Or run an expedition. All I could do is try Ceratops. Yeah, because Tanny and Terra we're not doing yet. Those are modded. Conceptually, those shouldn't be unlocked yet, balance-wise, so... The only thing I could run is this trike day, which I don't think is worth it, because I don't see us... I don't think I have an idea of how many trikes I want yet, but... More than 5. But this includes Series 1, Diecast, Series 2, and Lost World Trikes. So this is like 4 waves. I think I don't release any new trikes in Wave 1. I think we consider the 3 we started with to be our Wave 1 trikes. And then we release some new ones in Wave 2, 3, and 4. So I'm not going to do this. I think I'm going to do staff upgrades. And then that'll give us both 9 or 12 genetics. And then we can do some other early animal here and get that out. And then, yeah, when this is clear here, 10 seconds, we can get this para treated. Okay, well, let's just keep running stuff here and get this park whipped into shape. I think we're going to hire another person, so let's grab Aoki here. Cheaper research. And the reason for this is that first tier staff upgrades, these guys were already level 2. So only get 1 point each on these 2, which is not really what I want to do if I want 12 genetics, you know? So I'm going to put a point into here. Welfare is not hugely important to scale up quick. So I think that's okay. So leave me with 11 logistics potential, which ain't great. It's enough though, because there should be... This is 9, right? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's unlock a new animal first to dig up. So let's get Coelophysis. Then while that's happening, rabies. And then with our last 2 here, we can put this point in here and then do another tier of staff upgrades just to have it ready to go. That's pretty good, I think. I guess saving for cheaper research here would have been something to do too, but who cares? Just do it. Alright, that's a whole bunch of research done. We're still working on getting these galleys sorted out now. Para's out, but I did kind of just steal my staff for rabies, so I can't even finish this. Alright, first silo dig going out. With the rest of the crew... Yeah, I need specifically... Well, I don't, because I have points, so... I could put 1 more point in and then do... Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's not overthink this. Let's just get the alpha research done. So this is... Group adaptation, 732. With cheaper research. Saving money. Maybe not enough money, but some money. So here's our batch of silos. Let's do... If I do you... I shouldn't do any research without the cheaper person, so I might as well just do this. Because I'm just not going to do anything anyway. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fast. We're going to put this person on break anyway. I could... Actually, I could just put another point in this other person, right? No, 2 points. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I think we just don't do a dig right now. So I don't think we do anything. I think that's everything. And I decorated our Dimetrodon pen to be a little more... Give more of a Permian vibe with the mixture of some coniferous trees and like calamites. Very simple, very basic, but it's only a holding pen, so this is all fine. There's the last galley treated too, so now those guys are done. And then we got fossils, and after that, we can go ahead and take a look at what we want to add next. What are next? Wave 1, we have Pteranodon we could do, but I don't think I modified the Aviary unlock stage. So that's 2 stars, so that's going to be pushed back. Stego. Stego is like the outlier thing to do right now. It is modded in this to be only 9 genetics, so let's do Stego. I did go ahead and take a look at the skins today and reevaluated my choices for how to handle the Stegosaurus skins. Stegosaurus is another animal in this park build where we can't really get anywhere close to kind of replicating the Stego that's in the Jurassic Park toy line, the original one, because it's kind of this like light green, slightly bluish base color, more green than blue, with like dark green splotches and like green plates. It's nothing we can replicate with the available skin colors and patterns, like even remotely. So we'll talk about what I'm going to do for the colors when we get to them, but it's not going to be a very good rendition of the toy line, unfortunately. So yeah, get that going. And then, is there anything left to do with a little bit? Oh, I have an idea. What is the... Okay, it's 1.5. Sure. These are done. Yes. And we did the medical. Yep. Why don't we do... Could do this, actually. Sure. We never do this. Why not just do it? Or at least slap some upgrade in that medical building. Alright, Coelophysis, Final Expedition. Cheaper and logistics, which is like vastly overshooting it, but might as well. I could just not do the cheaper. It's almost 100k, that's worth it, I think. So yeah, sure. But then I suppose with our genetics we do the next unlock. So we did Stego. After that we move on to... Stego's kind of the last missing animal from the baseline. So we can move on to the diecast unlocks. So Para, Galley, Anki, Pterodactylus, Plesiosaurus, Ceratosaurus, and Iguanodon. Maybe Cerato? Problem with the Cerato, he's behind the Rex. 12 is doable though. Alright, let's just get the Rex research out of the way. We're not gonna dig up Rex anytime soon, but we'll unlock it. Okay, let's get the last of the silo process using our cheaper research person while we rest up the geneticist proper. And then we can go ahead and just get started, I suppose, on Stego. After that, then we'll have to rest the cheaper, and then maybe we'll go do like another tier of fence or something on the other guy. This is our Coelophysis exhibit as it's been started. Partially in view of the tour over here for the entrance, and then otherwise it has its own dedicated viewing gallery to try and get path capacity up in the park. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hunt47394. How's it going? Then yeah, that's kind of currently everything to do. So let's wait. Alright, so we got 75% humble, 75% social, and then Champlain, Great Sandy for the gray and green Coelophysis from the 2-pack. For the trading card that comes with the Coelophysis, that shows kind of a swarm, and you know, Malcolm and I don't know if it's supposed to be Grant looking at it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Coelophysis in this card art. So maybe we do 11 Coelophysis specifically. I kind of like the idea of doing that. Let's do that. So that's a batch plus one, essentially. Although we don't have... Actually, is it a batch plus one? Yeah, it is a batch plus one, but only if you get the full, and we don't have the upgrade, so we're actually probably not going to get 10 anyway. So that's great. That works out pretty well, actually. And then hopefully with those, we can actually get close to optimally using this path capacity, because, like, this sucks. When do we unlock the next tier? Is 2 stars the final tier for paths, or is it like an intermediate level? 1.5. Okay, so to actually Coelophysis probably will get us main thoroughfare, which should resolve our path capacity issues completely. 9 Coelophysis, including alphas. Might as well take all 9 of these. Then we'll get a second round right away. We can just go ahead and like reset these, I guess. And get rid of like the sickly. This doesn't matter because we're only hatching like a handful of eggs. Let's just reset that. Save a tiny amount of money that way. We can also breed our last Dimetrodon after this, I suppose. Or we could wait. Let's wait. The Dimetrodon hatchling is Series 2, which is, for our park build, 2 stars. So let's just hold off till 2 stars and then release the last Dimetrodon. I think that makes sense to me for thematic reasons. So that's our cheaper guy on break. We could do an expensive dig. 400k, 640. We could pull the trigger on Pterodactylus, but 570 is kind of a lot. Let's just wait. And then, yeah, good chunk of the Stego genome. So I guess, yeah, you do that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I said we were going to do, like, fences or something. And that is true. We can do fences. We could also do maybe... I don't think we need any other upgrades, actually. We're kind of done with that. Don't really need amenity modules. Viewing platform. Let's do viewing platform, I think. That way we can have all these other attractions unlocked 2x2 stars. Because these ones are... I did modify this so that these are all cheaper. Because they are kind of insane. And they're cheaper in 3, so they actually look to have rebalanced that, which is nice. So unlocking all of that so that when we do start building our final enclosures, we kind of have access to everything we need to build them. I think that would be good. I also think it'd be fun to use some of these more low-tier decorative fences for, like, the Dimetrodon. Because, like, he doesn't need this fence, right? I just didn't kind of think about it. I don't even know if we had this unlocked, but, like, we could do this, like, short fence for the Dimetrodon. That would work pretty well. Because he's not going to jump this. He famously, Dimetrodon does not have a very good vertical leap. He is not built for sports. So I think he can be contained by just a tiny cement curb, honestly. With minimal effort. Like, this was 9. So we just need 2. I guess we can take a docile. Yeah, 1 green, 1 brown seems fine. I didn't look at what distribution of colors we had here, but I don't care that much. Okay, weird. There was no sound for the last one. That really threw me. Like, it just... No sound was made, and it just dropped me out of the, you know, the menu there for positioning. These are meat feeder. They can hunt goats, but I think they... In terms of their territory need, it's meat, right? And then, yeah, what's going on here? Oh, because the ranger station is all the way back here. Well, the solution for this is to move this, rather. Because you know, the goat feeder should probably be right by them. That makes sense. Hey, Cryo, how's it going? All right. Oh, and yes, you have 3 jobs. You have 2. You can administer the Coelophysis. I'm doing pretty good. I had some hot honey pizza today, so you know, the day is good. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be interesting. If it's like the last time they did species reveal, you know, we can look forward to like 5 new animals at least being revealed. Maybe the first week was a fluke, maybe not. We'll see. But hopefully we get like Utahraptor confirmed or something, because like that's what I need in this game in 3. Like they need to be there. Do I think Longneck should be able to fight back against carnivores? Yes. Sauropods 100% should be able to fight. It's a travesty that they aren't able to. So, for the Coelophysis, what tree do we want to use? I'm thinking... Okay, here's a question I have. If we do some low, like, shrubs, do those actually count? For, like, we could do ferns? Like, if I just do a bunch of ferns... Okay, that does count as forest, but maybe not very efficiently. I still like that vibe. I think it's a good vibe for Coelophysis. Alright, so yeah, that was 9. 11 total is what we're targeting. So we'll go get those. As long as the rest are coming in. I mean, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, Cryo. I think you're cut. I don't see Cryo making it into the roster. Like, there's too many small carnivores that are already confirmed and soft confirmed because of just canon reasons. So like, I don't know how you can fit another something like that into the roster. I just don't see it. It's not a bad dino by any means, but I also just... It's not the most popular thing either. I see, like, Metri making it in over Cryolophosaurus for, like, the franchise history. And because Metri was a pretty iconic JWE1 dinosaur, too. Like, I don't think you're going to make it. Alright, so we'll do one of those. I'll do some research. How will a smaller species like compies breed? They just will, right? The same way anything else does, apparently. They'll just have really tiny babies. I mean, they added him to 2 for some diversity. He's got unique head shape. He's a Antarctic dinosaur. He was a very good inclusion for them to expand the roster for, too. But it's just, unfortunately, there's going to have to be hard cuts going into 3. There's just not enough room in the roster. Sucks, but is what it is. So, Ceratosaurus is behind Velociraptor. So yeah, we're kind of blocked out of doing more carnivores for now until we get that. So we need something cheaper. Iguanodon? 1 star. Wait, what? Oh, because I just haven't done Brachy. Yeah, just research Brachy. I was very confused for a second. Okay. And yeah, we should probably actually dig up and get out another Brachy or 2, but not a huge priority, I guess. There should just definitely be more than 1, and we can put 1 out for the diecast line to go alongside of our single blue one based on the hatchling toy. So. Nope, it was supposed to be Microceratus, because that book came out before it was supposed to be Microceratops, because the book came out before Microceratus was a thing. Because the book came out in 1990. I don't know offhand when Microceratus was named as a replacement name for Microceratops, but That is what it is. Microceratops, of course, was renamed because it shared its name with an insect, the scientific name of an insect or something like that. And you're not allowed in science to duplicate those names. I think there's some condition where they can be duplicated. But in this case, it's not allowed. Okay, a lot of Champlain, a lot of the green ones, not as many gray ones, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, this game habitually disrespects sauropods and hadrosaurs. It's very disappointing. And unfortunately, there's just no sign of 3 changing that. I don't know if the baby carnivores will hunt guests, but I think they will. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, and it is kind of established in the franchise. Like, we should get, like, for the T-Rex, right, for the juvenile, we should get, like, the pounce that it does on Peter Ludlow in Lost World as an attack animation, because that makes perfect sense. But who knows? Maybe we won't get that. But we should. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get the infrastructure put in here that we need. A shelter, a piss hole, and then maybe some more amenities. Although we should be hitting... Yeah, actually 91% is kind of fine. We should be hitting 1.5 if we haven't already. That might be 1.5. Did research pop and I just didn't register? No. Unbelievable. We're at like 1.49. You're killing me, Jurassic World Evolution. You're killing me. What do you mean by variants of dinosaurs? I'm not... Oh, the variants. Yeah. We don't really have any information on how the variants will function yet. It's possible... I would assume that they probably can interbreed with the other... Like the Stegosaurus, for instance, right? Probably the Lost World variant will make it into the game, and the Lost World variant and the World variant can probably crossbreed. And then it's probably just a dice roll which skin you get from the juvenile. It's the same way the skins seem to function currently anyway in 3. So that would be my guess, but yeah, nothing confirmed that I'm aware of, or even hinted that I'm aware of as to how they actually do work. Should we... Let's do this. I'm going to keep digging Stego. And then I think we can do... Yeah, we can at least do Para. Which we should do because that is another die-cast figure that we can release a wave for with a unique skin, so... Alright, so we got some Shramp, and then we have a little bit of Stego. It is not enough to finish it, because there's one more American dig site we skipped over, yeah? Yeah. We have a detour, though, because Main Thoroughfare has been unlocked by the Seal of Physis. This is the priority of priorities. This is the thing holding us back. So, if we do this... then we have some people that could do something. Let's do this vaccine. Even full price, that's worth it. But then I don't think there's anything I can do with genetics, but... Oh yeah, we gotta remember to do the hatchery upgrade there too. Yeah, because even Galley was 9 unlocked. So yeah, that's all we can do right now, but still. And yeah, we just put in like another chunk of amenities here on this path, and that's what tipped it over. So yeah. In the middle of a tuberculosis outbreak, we can do remote viewing galleries. Our logistics guy is on break though, so we're going to have to do kind of a wacky little 3 squad here to get this done. And that's right, I made this a 5 logistic research down from like 16 or whatever the hell this is in base game. Because that's what it should be. Because it's not actually that substantially better than viewing galleries and platforms. The big thing is it allows you to build different kinds of exhibits. And that is fun and interesting and should be encouraged, not buried behind an overly expensive research node. And I stand by that firmly. So yeah, we're going to get... Oh my god, these guys are sick too. Why tuberculosis? Why? We're going to get... I guess our stegos out next? And throw them in a pen somewhere. Maybe in with just the paras and the brachys. That's probably fine. Medical. Okay, you're here, you're working, you're trying your best. I know. It's really hard being you. It's really hard for you to hit anything. I understand you have bad eyes and can't aim for shit, but I would like you to try. Actually, hold on. I did upgrades. Faster treatment, cheaper treatment. Well, this is pointless. Whatever. I do not know these other YouTubers you are describing. I am not familiar with Dino Guy or Mad N7. I don't watch that much YouTube content. There are probably vast black holes in my knowledge of the competition. God damn it. Brachiosaurus. Why did you get sick? Oh my god, somebody's dying. It's just a Dimetrodon. He'll be fine. Okay, this storm is turning out to be a bit of a pain in the ass, so why don't we actually include it? So, currently it is damaging the shit out of my fences, and the Coelophysis fence has actually gone down and has other sections that are damaged. And my Jeeps are all over here because I had been dealing with breaks in the fence over here. The gate on the Dilopen, for instance, went down, but we managed to take care of that one. Let's go ahead and get this guy heading over to medical for his broken leg or whatever he's got. Even though we can't currently treat him. And yeah, here comes trouble. Here it comes. God damn it. Jeep is close. Ooh, he chased him back in. We just got to get that actual repair job done. Oh, it did actually... No, wait. It has not actually completed. This is always a little frustrating that it won't complete if the dinosaurs are too close by. Yeah, you get this repair obstructed. Maybe we can help chase him away if we stay nearby. It really should be done, but I think it's this guy who's causing issues. See, this is cheating! It's just not repairing because these guys are too fucking close. This is the problem with small enclosures.
Asset has been transported.
Stop driving through the gap, too, guy. Holy flippin'. He's doing tricks. This is actually one of the worst of these I've had where it just will not... It will not repair. Because there's just always dinosaurs standing by it. This is so annoying. Alright, what else are we doing here? Let's get the other Jeep repairing stuff here so that at least we can open this up once this is dealt with. And the medic is back, so let's assign that as well. Yeah, visited since 2023. You just got to stay on top of it. If you don't immediately respond to a disease outbreak, it snowballs into a nightmare. Sometimes the thing to do is to put down a second medical team and just immediately step on it by having two teams going at once. Where is my Jeep? I've been visually trying to identify my Jeep this entire time. I should probably just click on it and find out where the hell he went. That one's there. Where's this one? Oh, he's way over here again. How did you get over there already? I didn't think he'd be that far. I actually did not think he could have gotten there in that amount of time. All right, why don't you do the wreck status check, and then do this status check, and then you can actually start repairing shit. Can we please fix this fucking fence? Are we joking? Like, what are we doing, guy? There's nobody by this friggin' fence. Is it interfering? Are the Jeeps interfering with it? Is this like a weird mod hitbox thing? What is happening here? This should be repaired, actually, like right now. Unless this is still... I guess this is still very close to this edge. Ultimately, part of the problem is YouTube is best... Like, your success on YouTube is determined by your success on YouTube. It is very hard to get started. Just because there's already competition out there doing their own shit. And once somebody's established, they tend to stay established. Okay, it finally repaired. It was that one that had to be airlifted to here that was still just too close and blocking the repair on that. Interesting experiment could be if you take a fence piece, right? And you can attach other fence pieces to it and you can break it up into smaller sections, right? Like this. And now we got these littler sections. I wonder if that would actually be a meta thing to do to make it easier to repair your fences by dividing them into smaller pieces. Because the break in the fence was like way down here, but the repair is being blocked because there was a Coelophysis like right here. So maybe if we would have just built the fence in the middle and broken that long section into two pieces, it would have just fixed itself almost instantly. It's certainly possible. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't work that way, but it probably does. Do you need to connect to the Frontier Workshop to have blueprints in 3? You need to connect to the Frontier Workshop to have other people's blueprints in 3. But the blueprints that are in the game by default should be in the game by default. You shouldn't need to connect to the workshop for those. Don't know for sure, of course. Why? But, you know, it, that's how it should work. There should be, the default blueprints should be included on disc in the game. Not literally on disc, because I don't even know if there's a physical disc release, but you know what I mean. Conceptually on disc. And you should only have to download custom fan-made content. But with modern gaming being the way it is, you never know. You never know what's going to actually have to be online and what isn't. Okay, let's get these closed down. We have a disease of some kind somewhere. That is a undiagnosed ailment on this concussed. Did he get an infected wound from a concussion? That shit is nonsense. Also, there we go. Couldn't get the scan. And this one is presumably another fracture. We still have a damaged fence to make sure we repair. Okay, and then with our scientists... Coelophysis is not confirmed yet. I'll be pretty shocked if it makes it in. Because it's got so much competition with the small animals from Dominion. I really can't see them adding any non-canon small carnivores to the game anymore for 3. I think even Spinosaurus is going to have a hard time getting in. But again, we'll have to wait and see what actually happens. So, I did the research person on that, but that's probably fine. We have, we need to get this done. We need to get this extraction capacity. So we do this. We do this. Wait, no staff center. I guess it's being repaired. Yeah, I tried to do that before and it didn't register in my head why it did not work. Do I think JWE2 is the last evolution game? Not necessarily. It depends. if we get Jurassic Park 8, I bet you we'll get Jurassic World Evolution 4. So I expect that the compy baby will be more proportionally larger compared to the adults than most of the other babies are. Do I want to do the infected wound research right now? I don't think I do, because it takes more time to deal with treating these bozos. Both of the storms we've had today were pretty bad. This one much worse than the first one, but the injuries, if nothing else, are rather time consuming. Is my thing repaired yet? Yes. Okay, great. There's that. We can do the upgrade. So yeah, we'll replace this with advanced equipment. Because the additional bays, I meant to remove that originally, but I do still have some JP shirts floating around, yeah. I have a nice, like, Hawaiian style shirt where it's like a bunch of foliage and it just kind of looks like a Hawaiian shirt, but if you look really closely, there's little raptor eyes peeking out from behind the bushes. That's actually a JP branded shirt that I got from somewhere on the internet like 2 years ago. All right, thanks for stopping by the stream. I'll catch you later, Zach. What else do we want to do here? So we got genetics. We have enough genetics for one research task. Or we could do logistics. Let's just do like, ooh, hold on. Okay, no, this is 2.5. So yeah, we can't do that. We could do a hotel. I'm going to wait on hotels. I'm going to do fences. Just some extra low-tier fences. All right, things are getting back in control. We've got the infected wound research underway. We're going to get this large electrified fence research underway. We put in another power station here to get these fences fully powered because it is kind of annoying having all these unpowered fence markers over here. And the last animal is being treated for its disease, which is the Gallimimus. We dispatched 3 random people to deal with that. So we had the welfare person to do the infected wound research, but it turns out that it would have been better to do it the opposite direction because the infected wound was 3 welfare and the galley was 4. And so the optimization would have been the opposite. But, oh well, not a big deal. So I think we can end this episode here. Next time we can get Stego out and then kind of move on to the next tier of animals.